Hey everyone, this is T. So let's talk about Alawanna. This is a little bit more difficult because there's so many paths to Elewa, but this is one of the more difficult path of Elewa to talk about. Um, he's a great witch doctor. I mean, he's very powerful, and let's talk about him a little bit. So a lot of people synchronize him with Anima Sola, or the forsaken soul. So I'm not sure if you guys ever seen the picture of a woman that's in prison with the fire, that she's like in purgatory. That's pretty much the path of Alawanna. The forsaken soul, the restless soul, the revenge and justice energy. He loves a good challenge. He's known to challenge people. He's known to consistently, if you have Alawanna, he's going to put a lot of challenges to see how you overcome it. He's kind of the opposite of opening roads. He loves to work with closed doors to see how he can overcome those obstacles. Elewa, in essence, is to open roads. But this particular path really likes a good challenge. So sometimes if you have Alawanna and you're like stuck, he finds a way to give you bright ideas or how to overcome obstacles, how to take that challenge and say, okay, I'm not afraid. I can figure this out. That's the energy of Alawanna. He works very closely with the cult of the Eguns, the dead. Has to be close to Ogun. He works very closely with Ogun, Oya. So he works closely with the spirits of the dead and has a strong relationship in that realm. He's considered kind of like the boss of the dead, boss of the Eguns, in some practices, in some iles. This is information that was passed to me, and then, of course, doing some research when I first received him, I got to know Alawanna a little bit better. He must have chains around him. As you can see, there's chains there. He's the owner of chains. And there's a other reason that I was taught why he lives in chains. His energy is very dark. Okay, because he likes revenge, because he likes to be very, I guess, type of trickster energy. He likes vengeance. We keep those chains on him to keep him calm, to keep him from going out of control, kind of. And then also he's the owner of all types of chains, metal chains. He lives in very solitary land. He's not like most paths of Elewa, where you can find him in the crossroads, you can find him everywhere. Laroye, he's more of a fun trickster type of energy as well. Alawanna is more solitude. He lives in the woods. He lives in abandoned places, dangerous places, places that you cannot live in, abandoned homes, things of that sort. So that's typically where you find the energy of Alawanna, and abandoned places or very dark places or in the woods. So it's kind of a lone wolf type of energy. He's typically associated with darkness, kind of the opposite of opening roads, right? His colors are white and black. So Elewa usually is red and black. Alawanna specifically, his path is white and black. He's a great Orisha, or path of Elewa, for communication. He has the ability, like I mentioned, to find solutions in very challenging situations. Like, this is the Elewa you go to when it's like, okay, yeah, we're fucked. So this is the one you work with, because he loves a challenge, and he loves to find creative solutions. They say that he's so powerful that he can even help someone get out of prison, or free a person from a very dangerous situation. He has his own osign. In some iles, you do receive your own osign with this path of Alawanna, or path of Elewa, which is Alawanna. He also has different specific toys and articles that go with him. So one is going to be like cedar wood figurine. It could be, I just happened to get one that is a bear, but it has to be cedar wood. So that goes with him. And then he has to have his garabato, which is the guava stick, the chains. He has a baston, which is back there, and basically is the baston is called ariku, bambaya. So that's part of his tools that he utilizes to work smoothly, to work better, to work for you. And again, this is not your typical Elewa where you see, a little boy, opening roads and, all that stuff. This is a very solitude, revengeful energy. He works closely with the path of the dead. He's very lone wolf type of energy. He works alone, but he loves a good challenge. He's usually used for revenge, unblocking, justice spells, love spells, things of that sort. So he's a great witch. I try to associate him more with an older image of Elewa, like a papaleba type of image, and not so much of a little child. So it's a little bit dangerous to work with this path of Alawanna. I highly recommend that if you receive Alawanna, that you know how to calm that energy of the forsaken soul, the purgatory soul that lingers with this energy. It's a very hard energy to control. A lot of people that have Alawanna sometimes have a hard time sleeping. Like myself, I have really bad insomnia. Maybe you just feel like anxiety all the time. You always have to be doing something. Maybe you don't like to be around people too much. It's that solitary energy. Not everybody gets this path. It's like certain people receive certain types of elewas, and those things are pulled when you are supposed to receive these initiations and ceremonies. They know exactly what walks with you. It's an alignment with who you are, right? So if you are looking to work with Alawanna, again, I would highly suggest going to an elder. This is a very complex, difficult energy to work with. And if provoked the wrong way, if approached the wrong way, he has a very destructive type of character. So that's my calling. To wrap it up, I got a client that I have to attend to, but just wanted to respond to this video. This is a great path to learn about in regards to different types of elewas. This is the information I was taught, guys, and maybe I'm missing a few things. Feel free to share. And you're gonna have some people who are like, oh, that's not true. This is what I was taught, okay? And I'm pretty sure I missed 2 or 3 little things here and there, but in general, just knowing a little bit about Alawanna, this is just a summarized video to know what kind of energy, what kind of path you're dealing with when you're dealing with Alawanna. Bendiciones. Thanks again.